Good morning, dear friends. As we have completed the geography first lesson, today we are going to discuss our civics first lesson. Means power sharing. This civics book that is the continuation of first book that is in ninth class you have read. So it is the second part. Means continuation of the democracy. Our understanding on democracy, that's continuation is here. So first lesson is coming power sharing. In overview means what are given here in the chapter, that is overview. So what is overview? We are going to see that one by one. First thing, in last year we have seen that in the democracy all power does not rest with any one organ of the state. Means in democracy power should not concentrate in one place. Power should be decentralized. Decentralization should happen. Very intelligent power sharing is happening here among legislature, executive and judiciary. In your ninth class already we have discussed what is legislature, what is executive and what is judiciary. Once again we are discussing legislature's work is making the legislation, rules and regulation. That work is in all India level, it is done in our parliament. They are making the rules, laws. Then in state level, state legislative assembly is there. In that one is the part of legislature. Now coming to executive. Executive means who are implementing that one. They are executives. All government officers, government employees, all are the part of executive because they are implementing that one. Then judiciary is coming, all of you are knowing. They are observing whether rules that is made it is correct or not, and whether it is properly implemented or not, all people are getting benefit or not. So judiciary is as a umpire, they are working. We are knowing that our ministers and leaders, they are the part of both things. Ministers and our MP and MLA, MP and MLA. MP means member of parliament, MLA member of legislative assembly. They are the part of both one. What both one? They are the part of legislature and they are the part of executive. Both things they are part. Why I am telling that one? Because if you are seeing any project is going on, then these peoples they can observe the officers whether they are properly implementing or not. So this is very important. In this lesson we have to see for a democracy a very intelligent power sharing between legislature, executive and judiciary is very important. And next thing, in this lesson we are going to see two stories. One story from Belgium, another story from Sri Lanka. Belgium is a European country and Sri Lanka is a Asian country. In Asia also it is South Asian country. Both these stories are about how democracies handle demands of power sharing. In the society, people are demanding the power, how they are sharing the power, how the government is handling. If it is not properly handled, then what will happen? If it is properly handled, then what will happen? It means if proper power sharing will be there, then what will is the result? If proper power sharing is not happening, then what will happen? So main thing is there. By considering this lesson we will see that what is the need of power sharing in democracy, why in democracy power sharing is important. This thing we are going to discuss in this lesson. Coming to the next part, first thing, Belgium and Sri Lanka. First we will see in the map where is the Belgium. If we are seeing this is the Europe map, In Europe also, here it is the country France. This is the France one. Then here it is Germany. If you are seeing Belgium, Belgium is sharing the boundary with these countries. If you are seeing Netherlands, Germany and France. France capital is Paris, Germany Berlin, Netherlands. Clear? I hope the Belgium in Europe map it is clear. It is near the London, but it is clearly divided. Clear? So we are coming once again to our page. Belgium is a small country in Europe, very small country, like our state Haryana, even smaller than the Haryana. Haryana in India, if you are seeing, Haryana is sharing the boundary with Delhi. Clear? So Belgium's area is less than our Haryana, and Belgium is sharing the boundary, already I told, Netherlands, France and Germany. What about the population? How much population is there? It has a population of a little over 1 crore. About half the population of Haryana. Means more than 1 crore population is there, but it is half of the population of Haryana. What we are getting? Belgium's area is less than Haryana, but Belgium's population is half of the Haryana population. Now a word will come, ethnic composition. What is the meaning of ethnic composition? For that one we have to observe this glossary part. See clearly. Ethnic means a social division based on shared culture. Shared culture means that culture is nearly equal to all. Their culture is almost same. People belonging to the same ethnic group. When people will tell that we are same ethnic group, when they will tell, believe in their common descent because of similarities of physical type or culture or both. Means whenever they will see the similarity between them, it may be physical, means on the appearance basis, or it may be the cultural. What culture they are practicing, what type of festivals, what season they are celebrating, that one others are celebrating, then also they can say that we are same in ethnic group. Sometime on the basis of appearance also they are telling we are belonging from same ethnic group. So both things are there. One thing you have to consider here, they need not always have the same religion or nationality. It may be happen that India's ethnic group is matching with some people who are living in China. Sometime you are seeing that Arunachal, Northeast people, some people are telling Chinese people. That is not good, because they are also the part of India. They are the Indians. On physical basis their appearance is same, but they are belonging from different country. So these things are there. Descent meaning, if you are thinking, means on a person's family origin. He is of Indian descent, he is of Chinese descent, like that way these words are coming. So I think ethnic is clear, means there should be common physical appearance or cultural or both. If these things are there, it means they are belonging from same ethnic group. Now one question is there, that is several times this question is coming. What is the ethnic composition of Belgium? Ethnic composition of Belgium means what language people are speaking. Suppose in India, if we are considering, in Tamil Nadu, maximum people are speaking Tamil. It means on the basis of language is a culture's part. It means It is coming in ethnic composition. So what we have to see, what we are going to see, that you need to memorize. 59% people live in the Flemish region and they are speaking Dutch language. Flemish region, if you are seeing, this is the Belgium map. This is the Belgium map. This yellow part is Flemish region. In Flemish region, how much percentage people are living? 59%. 59% people are in Flemish region and they are speaking which language? Dutch language. Then second region is Wallonia region. Wallonia region, 40% people are living in this red color, that is the Wallonia region. This Wallonia region peoples, they are speaking French language. What language? French language. Then if you are seeing 1% people, they are living eastern part and they are speaking the German language. They are speaking the German language. Getting or not? So one thing is here quite clear. First point, northern part is known as Flemish region. In that one 59% people are living and they are speaking Dutch language. 40% people are living in southern part, that is known as Wallonia region. In that region 40% people are living and they are speaking German language. They are speaking French language. And 1% people are speaking German language and they are living in eastern part of the country. I hope till here the concept is clear. Now coming to the next thing. One more part you have to know, then we will come to second point. What is the point? If you are seeing in this Belgium map, this part, this is known as Brussels. Brussels is the capital of Belgium. This is also important. Brussels is the capital of Belgium. In Brussels, 80% people are speaking French language. 80% people are speaking French language, 80%. And 20% people are speaking Dutch language. 20% people are speaking Dutch language. I hope till here concept is clear. So what is the ethnic composition of Belgium? At least 4 points you are getting. First point, 59% people are living in Flemish region and they are speaking the Dutch language. 40% people are living in Wallonia region and they are speaking French language. Then 1% people are eastern part, they are living and speaking the German language. Fourth point, in the capital Brussels, 80% people are speaking French language and 20% people are speaking Dutch language. So now one more question is coming. Who is known as majority and who is known as minority? For this way, one more thing we will see. If you will concentrate on that one, then only concept will be clear. Who are more in number, they are known as majority. Who are less in percentage, they are minority. All of you are knowing more than 50%. More than 50% means majority. More than 50% means majority. So on that basis, if we are telling in whole Belgium, which language speaking people are in majority? Which language speaking people are in majority? What you will tell answer? You think 59% people are living in Flemish region and they are speaking Dutch language. 40% are Wallonia region. They are speaking French language. It means Dutch speaking people are in majority. 59% here, and here only 40%, and here 1%. It means in whole country Dutch speaking people are in majority. Clear? Now coming to the second point, in capital, what is the concept? In the capital Brussels, what is the concept? In the capital Brussels, who is in majority? We have seen in capital 80% people, they are speaking French. It means in Brussels, French speaking peoples are in majority. In the capital, they are in majority. I hope till here concept is clear. Now coming to the next point. The minority French speaking community was relatively rich and powerful. Whole country we have seen French speaking people's number is less, so they are minority. Even they are minority, but still they are very rich and very powerful. Now one question is coming in your mind. What? If number is more, election will happen, one person one vote, then whose chance is more to get the majority? That is the Dutch speaking. But what is happening? Maximum educated people, maximum rich people, powerful people, they are French speaking. This was Dutch speaking community who get the benefit of economic development. Dutch speaking and education much later. This led to the tension between the Dutch speaking and French speaking communities during 1950 and 1960. These Dutch speaking people, they are thinking that our number is more, but still we are getting the economic development and education's benefit later on, because they are less powerful and they are poor comparison to the French speaking. So because of this one, between the Dutch speaking and French speaking, they are disliking each other. They are not happy with each other. It is the reason of the tension during the time of 1950 and 1960. This tension became between the two communities was more acute. Acute means more deep in Brussels. Why? Because in Brussels, if you are seeing, more majority is there, 80-20 ratio is there. Here 80% French are there and 20% Dutch speakings are there. So here more tension is there, because at least whole country political powers chance is there in Dutch, but in Brussels what is happening? Both things are going away from them. So this is the main problem. The Dutch speaking people constituted a majority in the country, but a minority in the capital, that already I have explained. Okay, I hope till here concept is clear. So once again I will tell you, this is your homework, 5-mark question is that one. What is the ethnic composition of Belgium? What is the ethnic composition of Belgium? That one you have to write. Thank you.